I'm Bruce Coombe, racing the Trans Am Falcon Sprint, number 64. The car was built for Trans Am racing in Queensland, very similar to TCM cars, but they're not quite as much power. It makes about 560 horsepower. It still has a Jericho NASCAR gearbox and a true track rear end, and it's they're built pretty tough. We rev it to 7,000. Makes a lot of torque from about 4.5. So the tyres they run on are the Hoosier bias ply tyre, and it makes it sort of quite a slippery car to drive. So you have to actually get the car straight before, because it's got a lot of power, and you can get onto it, but you've got to be careful how early you get onto it. Otherwise, you're going backwards. It's got a Dart engine in it, so it's a 347 stroker 302, and 750 carby, but they machine the air horns and get them out to about 850. So dry sumped. Roller cam, good gear, Kelly's pistons, Carrillo rods, Bryant crank, good stuff. Doesn't everyone love the sound of a 500 horsepower V8? I ran that Mazda for a number of years, and you got the lovers and the haters, but with the V8s, everyone loves it, and they say it's music to their ears. So I like that side of it. But getting your head around being a bit careful with the throttle is the way to drive it fast. They wanted American cars, so there weren't any Aussie muscle cars in it, and the cars had to be pre-72, which was sort of right in the middle of the muscle car era from, say, 64 to 72. So, a lot of Camaros and Mustangs, Boss Mustangs, earlier notchback Mustangs. There's some Pontiacs running. Guy runs a Dodge Duster, beautiful car that he's built. Another guy's running a Dodge Challenger. So they were just built with a set of guidelines. The heads couldn't be ported. They had to have a certain inlet runner size. You can dry sump them. Your gearboxes were free, but they had to remain 4-speed. And they tried to keep the rules to the point where they were reliable cars, they were powerful cars, and with the tyres they were on, they were sort of thrilling, they're tail happy. And they are tail happy. Oh, when I come out of a corner and I've got a car that's rounded me up, and I can just nail it down the straight and blow past him and then he has to do it all again. It is a thrilling car to drive. But they've come up with a great set of rules, and they've got a fair amount of cars in the country, and when they get 20 of them together, and we love that 60s thing, don't we? It's just when it all happened, and that's what they're trying to do. Well, I've got to thank Glenn Gerstel for letting me drive it. I sold him a Mazda, and I said I had nothing to drive at Mallala, and he said, well, you can drive him a Sprint. So he dragged it all the way from Queensland for me to do it. And pretty nice of him, and he's very involved in Trans Am. He knows a lot more about it than I do, but he looks after 3 or 4 cars up there in Currumbin, up Gold Coast, and he does a pretty good job. So thanks, Glenn. And everyone thanks their wife, don't they? It's all the standard thing, but my wife is amazing. She pays for most of this. I'm sort of semi-retired, and I'm still playing around with racing cars, and she's madly paying the bills. So I'm a lucky guy.